Oh, I forgot I put that on the thing. The first thing I have to say is greetings, internet people. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. My name is Brian. I run the show. Clearly. It's Friday. It's Flight Friday. It's Friday Flight Night. It's Friday. And I have decided to stream, which I used to do regularly. Trying to get back on that track. First thing I have to say is if you'd like a KillCo Whiskey Musings t-shirt, you can get them from a link down below this screen. I hope. Other than that, I have notes. One. That's actually two. Two. Pizzamas ends tonight, soon. So if you would like to donate directly to... Do I have the link below for that? I might. If not, Pizzamas merch as well can be purchased down there. And that all goes to charity, to Partners in Health, helping to reduce infant mortality rates in Sierra Leone. I remembered that. That's a surprise. Also, God, there's a lot of money and shirts and stuff going on this evening. Also, my friend and her pupper. Pupper's doing better, but there's also a link down below for her GoFundMe if you want to help with the veterinary bills that she now has accrued since her small pupper dog got injured and hurt her back. She's doing fine. And she hit the halfway mark, so she's halfway to the goal, which is incredible because that happened in a matter of days. But as with many GoFundMes, it starts to slow down after that. Because people donated and they're like, I'm done. So, share it if you can. I know, here's doing a thing. I know words. I know it's not easy to get any kind of goal. I had one for a while, if you remember that. It hasn't improved. What is that noise? I don't want to hear noises behind me. It's freaking me out. With all that, you go there. Sorry. Noise. Music, maestro. Was there anything else? Oh, and of course the raffle, which I put the raffle thing up. Did it. Hello. Oh, I see names and words. Hold on. Music must be going. Let me know if you can hear that. If not, I can turn it up a smidge. Maybe a smidge more, maybe a smidge less. Music is hard to figure out. Hanging AZ, hello. You're welcome. Top Shelf Dustin. Where's the 18 year, right? I wish. 15 from the list, yes. And Papa KillCo, hi Dad. Hope you're well. I know you've been dealing with some bullshit. So I hope you're doing okay now. The reason there are a list of what Knob Creek you like best, and it's just these random 4, is because that is what I have in front of me at this moment. If you saw it, it's Bourbon Night pick. Oh, you just reviewed the 18 year? Good God, man. Did It's Bourbon Night do that too? I know they did an Knob Creek thing today, but I forget what it was. It got very popular suddenly. I don't know why. No, you should have some Top Shelf Dustin. Just a little bit. It's fine. Well, good. I'm glad you like those, Roy, because we had been talking about your taste buds going a little weird. I can send you something else soon, once you're feeling a little up to it. I watch it when I see it. But I am also not one to watch everything these days. I keep it pretty strict to maybe 4 channels, just out of habit. But they did do something, but I forget what. And it was a Knob Creek thing, and I saw it today and went, haha, that's funny. So also, you've done one? Haha, funny. Serendipitous. I think that's the word of the day. I want to do this and have it show up, but that's not going to work. That's not how that works. Knob Rye, I say. Hang it easy. Sure. Whatever you like. First things first. Second, I've gone through 4 different things I've said already. And the list is done. So it's Pizzamas, my friend's GoFundMe, Raffle. Which again, $5 to get you in. Make sure you at KillCo Whiskey Musings so I can see that you entered. Especially if you went through PayPal or Venmo. And there's the super chat, mega chat option, which the rabbit shows up over there, wrong way. So that really gives me a clue. But if you're doing the other way, where I don't get a cut taken away, just at me if you do Venmo or PayPal. Please and thank you. Barely tried as well. These were given to me by the Brewbaker maker. I want to thank him first. Brewbaker, thank you. I had mentioned something about Knob Creek on one of my streams, or a video or something. I don't remember. But I have never loved Knob Creek, and I know Whiskey Mountains is a big fan. So I'm trying to find out where my things lie, and I have an idea as of recently. So on my Kentucky trip, I learned some things about Jim Beam products and which one I seem to prefer. But before I go into anything, let's tell you what the raffle stuff is. And by that, I mean I just click on this. Woo! Woo! There it is. The samples for this evening. For the bourbon that I will be giving out is the Maker's Mark. Toasted marshmallow. Focus, you son of a gun. Why must you hate me? There we go. Toasted marshmallow. I got one of these at the distillery last year. As you can see, those are the staves that were used, and the percentage, and the date, and all that. As you can see, I very much enjoyed it. It's good. I got a new one. We're getting to that. This one is the one that's going to catch everyone's attention, I'm sure. This is a Four Roses limited edition, 2021 barrel strength, 57.1%. That will be in today's samples. Then I went very basic. It's like rare breed, yay! I think most people can get rare breed, but if not, there's a chance. And last but not least, of course, since I'm doing a Knob Creek tasting thing, we got Knob Creek whiskey. This one specifically is a pick from a local liquor store that I used to go to a lot before I started to have too many bottles. That's a problem I didn't expect to have. And this is 120 proof. So, and they're all like the lowest one is the Maker's, and that was at 54. Yeah, 54.85 specifically. And they just go up from there. So there you go. Those are the samples you'll be receiving this evening if you should enter and or win the raffle. Yeah. Oh, more people. Ugh. Pinch hitter whiskey. Only Knob Creek I've had so far is the bait. Why are you over here? Hold on. I'm looking at the other screen going, wait a minute. There we go. There. I can look at you and look at the screen at the same time. Pinch Hitter Whiskey Lounge. Hello. Welcome. And only Knob Creek I've had so far is the basic 9-year. 100 proof. Definitely looking to try some more. Yes. Same. Brian Powers. Hello. Welcome to this. 2021. Sad face. I know. I didn't get the 2022, so you need to try that one badly. Well, I know a guy. All the more reason to enter. Mr. Whiskey says, hello, I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Hope you're well, sir. Welcome. John McElwain. Welcome. Yes, there is a theme. More people. The Deathless Dog. Hello. Welcome. Oh, he's spiky, huh? I like Four Roses, but I don't really understand why. It doesn't matter. I just like it. I especially like the Four Roses Small Batch Select. That's really my go-to these days, and I really, really wish I would have just been happy with the Four Roses single barrels, but no. Now it's the more expensive bottle. Of course it is. Blech. That's what happens in this business, I think. You just buy the good stuff. The good stuff. Price does not mean quality, remember. So mad to get 2024. Worthless birthday bourbon. Well, I can understand that. I was very fortunate that someone donated that bottle to me. I did not go looking for it. I didn't expect to ever have one. It was just someone who knows what I like, saw it, and had the funds to purchase it. And it was donated. So there you go. That's the only reason I have it. Just dumb luck. 2, if you haven't seen my Instagram thing, I wanted to show you all what I did get from Kentucky trip, which, if If you didn't know, I went to Kentucky last week. It was exhausting. It was a long weekend kind of deal. Went to Bourbon on the Banks, got to hang out with It's Bourbon Night, and other peoples who have viewed this channel, whose names I can't remember because I'm terrible with names. First, the funny one, which I didn't even take a picture of on Instagram. I thought this was hilarious. I got a Old Forester in a plastic bottle. Doesn't even have a number on it. But I wanted to grab something like this because I went into the Old Forester distillery and like poked around for about 5 minutes because I wasn't planning to go there at that moment. I'd hoped to return, but oh, my plans got all screwed up for that. The whole idea of me being there was to go to Louisville distilleries, but instead I made a bunch of reservations for touristy stuff at distilleries, and all of them were far away. So I drove a total of at least 6 hours in 3 days just to go to these distilleries. It was Jim Beam. This is why we're doing a Knob Creek thing as well. Jim Beam. What was the other one? Heaven Hill, and then Maker's Mark. So I went to those 3, and they're all in the same general direction. I actually passed Jim Beam when I was going to Heaven Hill. And they were great. The Maker's Mark one really stood out because that was the more expensive one, first of all. So it was longer, and there was more intricate. But the Heaven Hill one had its advantages. Do you want to know what those advantages were? What do you do? Yeah. Trying to make sure I'm kept up to speed here. OBSO barrel proof today. Might be one of the best bourbons I've bought this year. Well, son bitch. It's not too shabby. You know, I got this only because I was sad. Upset? Angry? No. Disappointed. That I didn't get to go in there and hang out longer and see what else was in there. Maybe purchase an actual bottle for myself. This was purchased on the night before I left, after I went to a restaurant where I'd had 2 drinks, but one of them was a very high proof Booker's. Oh, I will say I tried a Booker's at Jim Beam, and I'm very mad about it because it was delicious. And it was a Booker's Lumberyard, I believe is the second release for this year. Not happy about that because I'm never going to see it. Ever. I've never had a Booker's bottle, and I don't think I ever will. But I'm glad I got to try it. It was very good. Anyway, plastic bottle. After I had my pour and had food at that restaurant, I walked to the closest liquor store, saw this on the shelf in a plastic bottle, and went, that's hilarious. I purchased it for $13.99. Not a bad deal. And I think I walked past the distillery almost. It was in the vicinity as well. So again, hilarious. As far as what I got on the trip otherwise, this is an Elijah Craig barrel proof. You'll note something about the label. If it should ever focus. Bottled by me. Yay. My handwriting is garbage. But yeah, that's what I got to do for the Heaven Hill Bourbon experience. You had the option of Larceny, Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, and a new one. They're going to be releasing a new option I don't know if they said later this year or early next year, but soon. There's going to be another Heaven Hill product going to go out. And I forget the name, but I didn't get it. It was pretty good, but when my options were those 3, I was mostly just obligated to buy the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. I did have to buy it. It wasn't part of the tour. I got to fill it and then buy it. And I can only buy 1 bottle at the Heaven Hill Distillery, which kind of sucked. But hey, I could have gotten more if I wanted. I didn't really care. Then, I did them out of order. Sorry. I also purchased this. Baker's. 107 proof. Usually don't see this in my area at all. And I do feel a little bad about this bottle because I did steal it from right under someone's fingers unintentionally. I felt a little bad. The story is I saw it on a shelf and there weren't any other ones around. It was just a single baker's bottle sitting there. So I glanced around the gift shop, looked around, was like, all right, I don't see any others. And I was actually looking for a different bottle. I was looking for Legit, something like that. And it was a combo of bourbon meets finishing. I think it was a wine finish or something like that. It was pretty good. It was interesting. I'd never had it before. And I thought I'd buy that, and it wasn't there, so I went, screw it. I'll buy this. It's the only one here. I found out I liked Baker's recently. I think it was the night before. No, the Friday. Last Friday. I found out Baker's was pretty good, per my tastes. So I was like, cool, there's a bottle here. I'll pick it up and buy it. Snagged it with the briefest hesitation, because I saw it there. It looked like a display bottle, and my brain was like, it's on the shelf, buy it. So I did. Slapshot, hello, welcome. So I did, and unfortunately some other lady had gone over to a employee and asked about a bottle that was on the shelf. And by the time I knew it would happen, like, I only heard a brief conversation. I heard something like that nearby. Didn't click. Until she, was like, where did it go? She's asking the employee. It's like, someone must have got it. And then she sees me at the register with it. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. But from what I understood, it was a gift for someone. It wasn't for her, so I wasn't too bad. It's like, I got it. Sorry for whoever you're going to buy a gift for, but, well, I'm sure there's plenty of other bottles here. What are the other things? Oh, yes. This is the other one from Makers here. This is the new one, that candied apple. There we go. Again, it shows the staves, the date, proof. Sorry about the wobbliness, but my hands don't hold still, and it's heavier than it looks when you do this. Oh, and I actually, this is, if you can't tell, I did the hand wax dippy thing with this one. Much like I did the marshmallow one. Isn't that funny? Ooh. And then, again, something I see, again, something happens and I buy it. But this one is coming up on many other video places, I'm sure. BRT01. Oh, it's heavy. Limited release. 10 virgin toasted American oak staves. I could have bought both of them, the BRT01 and BRT02, but I don't have money. And if you can't tell, I shouldn't have bought most of these. Especially this one. There was nothing stopping me once I saw it. This is something I didn't think I'd ever have. This is a Four Roses single barrel strength Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Except it's got the yellow label on it. So that means it is do it. That's reflective. It's not gonna do it. Son of a bitch. Anyway, it's a private select. Four Roses private select. Which I've wanted for a while, and I never expected to have until here we are. And does it say what's on here? I know there's supposed to be some kind of numerical system thing here, but I don't. Oh. Recipe select OESV. 20% rye mash bill, delicate fruit. Ooh. Brent Elliott, master distiller. We were talking about Four Roses a minute ago. I'm fairly lucky I got that one. BRT01 yesterday. Popped the cork last night. It's very yummy. Ooh. I'm hoping it will be yummy as well for me. You know what? I just realized the chat seemed slow. I realized why. It's because I'm looking at the OBS chat and not the actual chat. There's a difference. Speaking of that, the poll is going to be finished in 60 seconds. So if you haven't shown or selected what your favorite Knob Creek is, do it now before it's too late. I'm just watching the clock now. Ugh. You don't travel much, and even more don't see those bottles locally. No worries, be a psalm and enjoy. Thank you, John McKillen. Also, hello. You're welcome. I didn't say that earlier because I don't remember. But yes, part of it is, it's like, this is the job. These are investments, technically. And I get to share them. That's the important part. That's why I'm doing this. Is I have these bottles. I'm not going to drink them all myself. So I want other people who have an interest in whiskey to try them. Like this special limited edition one. The Four Roses limited edition. People are going to freak out when they get that. James Morgan, hello. Welcome to this madness. I should get to the drinking part of this, shouldn't I? I think I've covered everything I wanted to. I've shown you what the samples are. I've shown you the bottles that I got from the trip. I have told you about my friend's GoFundMe. I've told you about Pizzamas. This is the last night to get any Pizzamas merch if you want to help. This is not Pizzamas merch. If you want to help, the Pizzamas merch is down below, or you could just go directly to... I don't know if the link's down there, but there's another link that might be down there where you can directly donate to Partners in Health. But if you want to do the Pizzamas thing at Pizzamas merch, like I do every year, that link should be below. If you don't know what Pizzamas is, nobody really knows, but it's fun. Donations are the best thing, not donations. Having your donations for merch go directly, all of it, go directly to charity is pretty cool. And then you get these weird shirts that confuse people every time they see you with it. English bourbon bottle. Danville, Jesus. The Brewbaker Maker is here. Hello. Thank you for these samples, by the way. If you're wondering, I was hanging out with Brewbaker Maker. He can tell you what a pain in the ass I am to deal with. Because he's done it. Soaking Cliff Smith. Hello, Cliff. Welcome. Cliff Smith, congratulations on being Somm Level 3 to everyone out there who is a viewer. Cliff is local, and he is a Somm, and he gets to hang out at Irene's just probably more than I do, honestly. So congratulations officially, Cliff. And you got the Fang and Feather, you son of a gun. Say hi to Madison for me, and harass Daniel and that other guy. What's his name? Rex. Yeah, if you if you see them. They might be long gone. I have no idea. But especially say hi to Madison for me if you can. I know she is departing the Fang and Feather soon, unfortunately, but more power to her. Life goes on. I imagine level 3 is pretty difficult, because I feel like I'm going to stop at level 2, but you never know. Hi, Mom! Mama KillCo is here, checking in. The Murder Mystery Dinner Train. If you didn't know, my mom is a performer. Theater, if you will. And she's doing a dinner train thing tonight. Hopefully having a lot of fun. Getting paid for it. Getting paid for it, the important part. So, I will let you know from my right, your left, what I will be pouring in this flight tonight. And again, if you're going to enter the raffle, it's up there. Make sure you either at me in chat, or the money will let me know if you do it through the Mega Chat system. But if it's PayPal or Venmo, if you enter, please make sure you at me, at KillCo Whiskey Musings, in chat so I can jot that down. Because I'm the one who deals with all of it in this case. And it's a longer stream. That's the other thing I forgot. This will be a 2-hour stream. I believe Trev, the Bourbon Wrench, has no internet right now. I saw a blip about that across my radar. That could have changed. But either way, it's a 2-hour stream because I'm doing a giveaway. These are the giveaways. I poured them already, which is a rarity, believe me. So with that, we begin our drinking procedure. I hope you all have a drink with me. If so, please let me know what you're drinking. I do not like to drink alone. I've done that enough in my life. Sorry. Anyway, once again, sure. Again, thanks to the Brewbaker Maker for giving me this. Knob Creek 12, straight bourbon whiskey, 12 years, 100 proof. And this is going to go from my right, your left, this a ways. Alright. So Knob Creek 12. And this is why that poll is up. I'll finish that once I'm done. Knob Creek 15. Do it. Thank you. 100 proof. Booyah. Cling. And then we have, this is a pick. Oh God, I forgot. You told me, Brewbaker. Where is my phone? There it is. I'm gonna need to keep looking at that as well. Clear all the things. Clear all the things. Oh, Whiskey Tribe posted a new clip. Yes, my countdown is over. Thank you, Instagram, for telling me. I know Brubaker, you're here, but I want to make sure I have the info. Lexington Bourbon followers did a pick, and Mr. Brubaker purchased it. Or stole it. I don't know. But this is a Knob Creek single barrel. That's what the LBF is. Straight bourbon whiskey. 9-year, 120 proof. It's going to be kicking the groin. Hopefully. Ooh. Whiskey Wars also get what the fuck? I'm not doing a 3-hour stream. Although I'm not even sure when Whiskey Wars would have gone live, if I'm being honest. And of course, last but not least, I don't know if Brubaker gave me this on purpose to make me feel bad or not. But it's something to try, it's something new, it's something that wouldn't cross my path normally. Knob Creek Smoked Maple, straight bourbon whiskey, 90 proof. Delicious. I'm sure it'll, well, hopefully, if it reminds me of pancakes, we're good. I'm not going to complain. Oh, good. I don't wanna. I believe I'm going to pour all of these, because these are actually what I would like my samples to be. This size, but they're this size, so for you who are currently winning stuff, you're lucky, because I probably want to downgrade to these, just because this is a full-on dram right here. That is 2 drams at once, at least. I think that's 2 ounces or more, something like that. It's a lot. And I know, in my case anyway, whenever I get these kind of things, I never finish them all at once, because it's too much. But this thing, I can pour this whole thing out right now, and I will likely finish these tonight, I hope. So, again, my right, your left. So remember, 12-year, 15-year, single barrel pick, maple. There you go. Now you know. And to make it easier on you, and easier on myself, more importantly, we have a Drakemore bourbon glass. That has the 12-year. Then we have a Whiskey Vault glass. That'll hold the 15, since that feels appropriate. Then, this is the Bastard's Ball glass, the recent one. You can't really see the logo, but that's what it is. Bastard's Ball. Felt that would have fun with the single barrel. And last but not least, yeast? Wow. And then we just have a clear Glencairn for the last one, because reasons. Lachlomen. Glug, 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 glug. I'm gonna have to go over these really quick. I'm realizing I'm pouring these willy-nilly, aerating them by pouring them, it seems. And I want to go over the color and the nose and all that, and they're probably going to change very dramatically since they're in the glass. If I was thinking clearly, I would have capped these. I still can. Excuse me. There we go. Hello. What just happened? Someone subscribed. I don't see that one very often, so it's confusing because I don't remember what it was. But I believe somebody whose name shall be written. Wait a minute. Wait, 12 things at a time. I'm going to end the poll so we can at least see that. Boom. Who won? Who is even? Single barrel and 12-year, huh? That checks out. I feel that's correct. Knob Creek in the 12-year. Or special picks, 12 years. What is going on down here? I can't see, actually. Someone just subscribed or something. Yeah, Hunter Nicholson. Hello. Welcome to this chaos. I appreciate that. Don't get many subs during a stream, and that's pretty cool when it happens. I forgot what it was. There's another one. That's for patrons, I think. Only one way to find out. By the way, I have a Patreon. If you're interested in joining my Patreon, there's a link below. I believe I fixed it because it wasn't working properly last time. But with that, I'm going to cap these. I have a mooch cap. That's not the right one. It's too heavy. Oh, no, that works. Hey. All right. Booyah. Cappy cap, cappy cap, cap. All of these are capped now. Fuzza. Once again, if you do enter the poll, the raffle, this, at me. If you do it through PayPal or Venmo, and if it's through the Bunny Rabbit, I will notice, but doesn't hurt. Oh. So much going on. 5 fingers, hello. 5-fingered your 5 fingers, and that sounds dirty. Good value. Jim. Give it to me. Whatever it is. Whoa. No love for the smoked maple, huh? No. It's probably why you gave it away. I can understand that. Me, I give whiskey away because I have too many bottles. I've said it before. I'll say it again. The initial plan for this channel was that I would cap it at my age. I'm now 42. I clearly have more than 42 bottles. And it keeps growing. In fact, I haven't even bothered to add yet the ones I just got from Kentucky. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more? 6? I'm not going to count this one. I mean, I should, but I won't. Plastic bottles don't, no. I'll add it, I know I will. Point is, time for whiskey. We are starting on my right, your left, with the 12-year. Oh, that actually smells pretty good. It smells like a bourbon, whoa. Brown sugar, it's making me think of Oreos, the cookie of the Oreo, not the filling. It smells very nice. I don't remember Knob Creek smelling like this to me, but where? How dare you? I mean, hello. How did I miss it? There's a lot of things I miss. How do I see it? Maddie! Hello! Greetings. I hope you're well. I hope you're having an epic time at Crowded Barrel. Thank you for tuning in. Hello. Wish I could be there, but, you know, living in Rhode Island makes that difficult. I don't know how I missed that. Probably because I'm trying to do 12 things at once. But thank you for popping in, Madison. I hope you are well, as I said. We're going to miss you. Oh, God. It's true. Many people will miss you at Fang and Feather. Ugh. It's going on to number 15. Number 2 here. Oh. Oh, no. That smells significantly better. Hold on. Oh my God, why? Damn. Damn it. It's brown sugar, vanilla. Ugh. It's got a bit of that toasted marshmallow thing going on. I don't want to like a Knob Creek 15-year. I don't want that. I don't know how much expensive that is, but I don't want it. I forgot. I'm going back to the 12-year. We're going to look at the colors real quick. The color. Thank you. And yes, I do need a manicure. As soon as I can afford one, I'll get one. And this is the 15-year. I believe the color difference isn't much. Well, maybe a little bit. Maybe it's a little darker. Again, it's hard to tell from my end because every time I pick up the glass and put it in front of the camera, I'm immediately blinded by the light. Blinded by the light. Sorry, shouldn't have done that to myself. And here is number 3. Not a huge difference in color. And this is the single barrel. I just throw it around the room a little bit. There we go. This one's the hefty proof too, so maybe I'll do the legs thing. I won't. I'll forget. Oh, I hope I said hello to Madison fast enough because I just completely blipped. And of course, she is actually having fun in a fun place. And this is blatantly obvious, a different color. This is the maple, smoked maple finish. You can tell there's just something about it that doesn't quite fit the rest. One of these things is not like the other. I'm all about songs getting stuck in my head tonight, it seems. It's fun. Ooh. Back to the beginning here. Go to the nose. As I already did, but... I'm trying to figure something out. There's a certain nose note I'm getting in here that I can't quite figure out, and that always drives me nuts. Oh god, another one. Oh, I keep thinking something's gonna go flying over my head here. Maddie! Thank you! Wait a minute, you weren't subscribed already? No. Thank you for that. Gotta love Stitch showing up and being like, hi, because, hi, you're here now, and you can never leave. Zenbood, you're welcome. I hope you get home soon. Have some soup. I hope it's, what soup now? They are good-looking samples. I'm getting something. I can't quite figure out what I get off Knob Creep that is not... I don't want to say repulsive. It's just a note that just makes me go like that. I don't like it. It's something in the middle. It's almost a fruit thing. Or a flowery note. Slapshot, you premiered? Yes. I would have watched, except I didn't know. And I've been really tired lately. I've had the past few days where I just get home at some point and just... I'm out. I'm done. Done with life. At least for a couple hours. Derek, wow. How is there such a big difference just with a few years? Oh my gosh. I need to know what the difference is here, because this one smells so much better than that one, and it's just because of age. And I think they're both 100 proof. It's fuller. There's more there. It is denser on the nose. It is heavy. It's making me think of a barrel house, and I can only say that since I was in one a little while ago, and that's a wonderful experience. I went to a rick house and just breathing in the air and be like, it's delicious. Nice. I must have been late. Women in whiskey are usually late. I don't even know what I was doing on Wednesday night. I was probably asleep. Oh wait, Wednesday night? Yeah, I got back home on Wednesday night, so I was definitely asleep. Oh my goodness. I should have told you guys that. That didn't click. I'm sorry. Actually, Cliff, I didn't know you were going to be a Fang and Feather. I thought you left for some reason. Cliff, I feel like once you're done with something, you could leave. You just get in a plane and go. Ugh. There's a caramel note. There's more of a caramel note on this one than on the first one. Oh, it smells so freaking good. Oh. You know there's a problem when it's like... That's what's happening when you're smelling the whiskey. Jesus. Now on to number 3, which is the pick. See if there's any difference with this one. Ooh. This one's lighter, strangely enough. Yay! I did see some pictures. I was on the Habadaba Whiskey Tribe Discord, and there are photographs. I know that Rex is a bee, and Richard he's styling right now. And Madison, you might also have been in one of those photographs. So, I know what you look like too. You looked adorable, of course you did. I don't dislike the nose, but also I wouldn't know the proof. I feel like I get the char more off Knob Creek. At least on the nose. There's always something a little... It's not getting... I have a feeling I might not like it because my parents' house did take some fire damage once, as in it caught fire while we were all in it. And I do distinctly remember that charred wood smell as a not good thing. And I think I'm getting something similar to that in this. So it's not like charred oak wood. I get that on plenty of bourbons. But it's just slightly astringent? Is that the word? Something about it that isn't quite the same. Well, there you go, Cliff. You got it. Just wear the big old medal. Number D. Number D is the one I'm worried about, which is the maple one, which I'm going to just nose really quickly. I have a feeling it might smell like maple. Yep. Oh my god, that is... Whew! That's going to be intense. That... What the hell is the name of that waffle cereal? There is a waffle cereal out there, but well, at least there was once upon a time. Don't know if it still is. That's exactly what that is. Super sweet. It's like the cereal milk. It smells kind of like that. Just cinnamon waffle deliciousness. But it smells ridiculously sweet, like almost painfully, nose painfully sweet. Blah. I'm going to be paranoid about my phone for a little while. Hold on, what's this? Oh, hold on. We got a pizzamas joke. Oh, there's only 3 days? Are they counting the weekend? Pizzamas is still going on. Only 3 days of Pizzamas left. What's the most popular SUV among Norwegian hikers? Let me know. Again, what's the most popular SUV among Norwegian hikers? It's bad. I'll let you know. Oh, sugar tax. Damn it. Alright, I have now taken my Glencoin here off the 12 year. I'm going to try this officially. There's a bit of a ripe fruit note in the middle of it. And when I say ripe, I mean not ready to eat. It's like it's been there just a little too long. You walked by the bowl of fruit and went, uh-oh. That's still fine. Slanchy, everyone. And again, if there's anything in your glass, let me know what it is. Please, I don't want to drink it alone. Yep. It doesn't taste sweet. It bugs me. It's more dense. Dense is the wrong word. It is not a Tesla joke, because it's an SUV. I don't know if Teslas have SUVs yet. I'm gonna have to do that again. 4 Roses small batch. Hell yeah. Delish. It's just not a sweet bourbon. It's a heavier, denser thing. Yeah, I barely get any sweetness off that at all. A little peppery, little peppery, little dry. What else? Leathery. It's a leathery kind of thing. It's not the sweet, bright caramel forward thing that I want out of bourbons. Again, creme brulee is what I'm looking for all the time. That's why this Maker's Marshmallow thing is so good. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've confirmed that this is definitely Knob Creek 12. The nose smells pretty good, but the palate seems to disappoint me. Which sucks, because I don't want to do that. Independent Joe, hello! Thank you, welcome. Yeah, come on, join the Patreon and see all the lenses I make. Don't worry, I keep my clothes on. That's the OnlyFans, anyway. Oh well. Alright, I'll tell you the punchline, because if I don't, I will forget. But, again, this is a Pizzamas joke I got texted to me. I didn't just make this up. Only 3 days of Pizzamas left. Link down below for Pizzamas stuff. Pizza John stuff. Again, what's the most popular SUV among Norwegian hikers? The Fjord Explorer. The Fjord Explorer. Moving on. And yes, that's FJORD. I don't know why I read that out loud. I feel guilty now. On to the 15 year. I am excited about this because it smells really good. But it could be disappointing. We'll see. I have had good Knob Creeks. Specifically, there's one in the Whiskey Vault that every time I go there, I try it. And I taunt Whiskey Mountains about the fact that I get to drink it. Now, what I don't want is to have something like the 15 year Knob Creek be something I like. I do not want that. You hear me? It smells really good. It's got those sugary notes I like, so it's more caramel forward. And more vanilla. When I went to Heaven Hill, they had like a smell-o-vision kit. So you'd, open up a vial, smell it. Like a little cotton thing in the bottom, so it was just, fake smell, but it was the smell. And the one that really was my favorite was, of course, vanilla. And there were some I really didn't like. I can still remember them. But you didn't know what they were until you checked. That was the fun part. So you pick one up, smell it, and be like, what the hell is that? And then you'd flip the thing to the side and be like, oh, it's that. Okay, cool. Black licorice was an easy one. I said peppermint for one, but it was just mint. Close enough. All right. Well, I do enjoy it more than the 12, because it has a touch more sweetness to it. But it's still going for more peppery. It's got a decent mouthfeel, because it keeps clinging. I noticed that. Oh, well, I guess that's a good thing. I do not immediately just gush over the 15 years as far as palate goes. The nose is wonderful. Like, if you gave that to me and it's like, here, smell this. Like, oh, whoa, hi, what's this? Another sip just to be sure. Oh, the nose is so good. Why? Baking spices, a little peppery. I don't get sweetness from it. That's the weirdest thing. Where I have a bourbon of any sort and just get this more dense, leathery, almost tobacco. Get those kind of notes instead. Those aren't my favorite. I don't dislike them, but they're not what I'm going for when I'm grabbing a bourbon. Yeah, Independent Joe, you're too good at this. All the proceeds go to the growth of this channel and possibly to pay off my credit card debt. Don't tell him that part. Sure. Whiskey with Molly. Hello. Welcome. And once again, if you do Mega Chat, I will see that up here. But if you go through PayPal or Venmo, make sure you at me in the chat. And these here are what the samples for the evening are. So right now, they're still mine. I can always use them next time. What the heck? Oh. Get the weird notifications on my phone. What's that? Oh, it's something I already saw. Okay. We're getting those subscribers tonight. We are. There's been 2 during the stream. That's wild. It doesn't always happen. Oh yeah, thumb. Do the thumb thing. Thumb the thumbs. Please. Because the YouTube algorithm demands it. On to the single barrel pick. This is the 60% one. I don't know how it's going to feel on my tongue. We have a little water. It's probably something I forgot to do in between the one of the two. But it will. Yeah. Fancy water, by the way. As usual. I don't know why the nose on this one's lighter. Yeah, I got char and orange for some reason. There's a citrus note, which I didn't expect. And a little ding of caramel, because I like caramel. Who doesn't? Somebody doesn't. So again, cheers. Have it on. That one's a little sweeter. So that one had a little sweetness to it. It still got that leathery note. And it still just dries out the front of my tongue. Actually, the middle. The middle of my tongue gets dried out from these. Oh. I don't get it. I wish I did. But I'm kind of happy I don't, because I don't need to be in competition with Adriana over loving Knob Creek. I don't hate it, it's just not my kind of bourbon. I'm looking for sweet bourbons with caramel notes, vanilla notes, all that good stuff. Candy, basically. Well, these are much more dense and rich notes. Well, not rich, but denser. Like leather and tobacco are the main ones that have come through Knob Creeks for me. Except for this last one, which I know once I drink this last one, none of these will ever taste sweet again. So I'm going to go through the first 3 one more time, see if I can figure out which one I like the most. I think I know what it is already, but just in case. Oh, there you go. Independent Joe's promoting everyone. You might as well promote him. Doing his thing. He hates cancer almost as much as I do. Actually, probably hates it just as much as I do. Ugh. Cancer sucks. Once again, if you want a t-shirt like this, it says "Gives me a whiskey" with a mustache on it. Down below. With all the other links. Oh! And before I forget, I have some copy to read to you. Which I didn't, that's the one thing I forgot. Okay, of course I forgot something. Good on me for remembering that I forgot. And I will post the link in chat. If I can. Can I? I can. Good. So. Nope. There we go. Don't mind me, I'm just doing work. Technically. So, if you're here, you like whiskey, I like whiskey, it's a thing. And there's a whiskey thing going on in the whiskey tube world, which I feel everyone should know about so they can participate, because this is a big deal. It's where you and me can tell the industry, sort of, if they're doing it right, if people enjoy what's going on with their product. That's the general feeling and idea for this for me. So it's called the OSWA, Online Scotch Whisky Award. It's from the people to the ones who make the whiskey to let them know, good job. Good on you. It is fully independent and transparent. So if you have any questions about, is anyone getting money for this? No, they're not. It's a thing they're doing because they want to do it, and that it's just a great idea to have us be the ones who are involved with giving an award to distilleries and saying what bottles we like best. All right, so you say you really like a bottle, you want other people to try it, you can vote on it, even if it's not listed. They do have a general list, but if you don't see yours, put in yours. Put in the one you like. Maybe other people did it as well. Who knows? So I hate reading stuff like this because I'll forget. Fully independent and transparent, created by the Scotch whiskey loving community. That's what I was saying. It's you, me, and the rest of the people who like whiskey. It is not all Scotch. There is a Japanese Nika from the Barrel on there. There is a Elijah Craig Barrel Proof on there. There's a Four Roses Single Barrel on there. There's stuff on there that is not Scotch. It's considered world whiskey because this is based out of Scotland. And of course, their main focus is Scotch, an online Scotch Whisky Award. You can change your mind whenever you want. So if you go and you're like, I don't know if that's the one I liked. And you should vote for the things you'd recommend to others. That's, again, I hit that point. Yeah. And yes, okay. I'm hitting the points without realizing it. And everyone can put in their own personal recommendation as well. You do not have to say, oh, I guess I'll pick this one. No, put in the one you would have done for it. Words. And I will post that link in the chat right now. A pasty, posty pasty. There we go. Boom. So if you want to participate in that, you can. I recommend it. I've been asked. I'm part of it, actually. Weird. I participated as one of the general whiskey folk to do the initial selection. Does that sound right? So I was involved in this vaguely, and I helped to narrow down the list a little bit. But now, you all have to vote. That's the big deal. That's you. Me voting, small deal. You guys voting, big deal. Because we want the whiskey folk of the YouTube to participate in this and make it a thing. Make the distilleries understand what the people want. We want to know what the people want. We don't want some other guys telling us what is the best whiskey. We want to be the ones saying, hey, we think this is the best whiskey. Here's an award. Good job. Instead of everything being we got a gold medal at this thing in California that lots of people get a gold medal from, but we got one too. We don't want that. A writing campaign for Best Distillery, MGP. They're doing just fine. But yes, that you can do that. It's a thing. To not work the weekend. That's right, Top Shelf Dustin. You stop that. Working is for other times. I shouldn't say that. I usually work weekends because that is the time I go nowhere. That the weekends are when people are at home and doing things and going out, and no, not for me. I'm going to stay away from that. Except for this last weekend. That was an exception. That was vacation. Yes, we're a good bellwether. There's a word. For the taste of many nations. Yes, everyone needs to participate. Not because I want you to participate, because you participating will be a more far-reaching thing. This is, I believe, year 2 of the Online Scotch Whisky Awards, and it's going to keep going. It's run by, but the figureheads, will say, who are coordinating, are Roy from Aquavite, and then Ralphie from Ralphie.com, I think. So those are two well-known whiskey folk in my mind. Other people, I don't know. A lot of people know who Ralphie is. He's Ralphie. I don't know what to tell you. Yes, top shelf, Dustin. Take it easy, man. Don't work yourself to death. Too many people have done that already. But if I'm gonna go back to the beginning, I almost forgot. Oh yeah. Number 12 still smells pretty good. It smells a little sweeter now. They're still capped, so they are not aerating as quickly. Oxidizing, if you will. The only thing I can say about Knob Creek to me, and my palate, is it feels like something's missing. Whenever I take a sip of these, I expect something, and it doesn't happen. So I'm expecting a vanilla hit, or a butterscotch, or a caramel note. But instead I get these tobacco and leather notes instead. And nope, that's not what I was looking for. What does the bottom of my shirt say? It says, "Give me the whiskey." And it's got a mustache. Give me the whiskey just doesn't have the same ring. And you can get one down below. If you really want a t-shirt, there's 2, possibly 3, I forget. I believe I had the idea of mimicking Pizza John. So it would be my face with the mustache and everything. And underneath it, it doesn't say pizza, it says whiskey. That still might become a thing. I think it's hilarious. But to get it done requires not going to Kentucky for almost a full week, which I did. Unfortunately, I went on vacation during Pizzamas, which I didn't intend to do. Otherwise, I would have been a little more vocal about Pizzamas. But it's still got a couple days. So there's tonight, and I guess 2 more nights. I can't remember. I know they do videos every day. And it was supposed to be for 2 weeks, and it started last week. So I'm guessing they're going to Saturday and Sunday. I'll know because they'll send me a dad joke like they did tonight. I've gotten a dad joke every day. Do you want to hear another? No? Too bad. Pop each vertebrae in your back and count them as you do. It's the spinal countdown. More? Oh, if you insist. Watch the viewers just drop from here on out. Oh no, my hairstylist messed up too many haircuts, and there's almost no one waiting anymore. A real receding hairline. It hurts. It hurts! I'm going to go on to 15 now. Oh yeah, the 15 year seems to be the one I like the nose the most. So right now it's the front runner. And that's just a matter of figuring out the other 2. Again, the 4th one, I'm waiting for a reason. There's something missing. For me, as a bourbon, it's missing all the sweet notes. The pepperiness is nice. The leather note isn't bad. But when I drink a bourbon, I'm expecting sweet notes, and it's not there. And it confuses my brain, because this is bourbon. The hell? Once again, these are the samples for this evening. If you wish to participate in getting them, right now your chances are really good. So you know. And if this doesn't happen at all, I can always use it for the next one, which might be Sunday night. Because Monday is World Mental Health Awareness Day. And as some of you know, I got mental health problems all over the place. I live with it constantly. I'm living with it right now. Quiet. Shut up. All right. My hairstylist is so in demand that they had to start getting sandwiches so people waiting wouldn't get too hungry. They call it the barbecue. Barbecue. Okay, next. Whoa, look at that. We're lowering the price of the Pizza John. Wait, no, this is actually a thing. Oh wait, no, it's also a thing. All right, so whoa, look at that. We're lowering the price of the Pizza John floor rug by $50 while supplies last. They do have a Pizza John floor rug. It's ginormous. However, it reminds me of that time I saw a bunch of little birds on sale. The sign said, "Going cheap." CHEEP. Oh, why have I done this? Isaias V? Did I get it right? I looked at the name and went, oh no, and then went, wait a minute. I know how to say that, I think. You're welcome. We're doing bad jokes. I told the salesperson at the shoe store that the shoe was too tight. They asked me to try it with the tongue out, so I said, nope, it's still too tight. Sometimes people go on vacation just to go shopping. I do not understand this. My opinion is, if you see one store, you've seen them all. If you've seen one store, you've seen them all. That was pretty good. Oh, these are so bad. Oh, Slapshot. It's so much fun, isn't it? Sarcasm. Anyway, going on to number 3 again. This is not a comedy hour. But those are the kinds of things I've been getting because I'm part of the pizzamas texty servicey thing. I just wrecked a frying pan. I took it for a walk. Good on you, Zenbood. The other thing is Knob Creeks get really dry. Like my tongue just goes. Same with the third one. I imagine it would be the same with this one. Like it looks like I've drank a lot of this, but I've actually used it for samples a number of times. I think. Not for a while. But Knob Creek is always not as sweet, which is why I don't gravitate to it. So there's only one thing to do. We'll have the Knob Creek that is going to be sweet, and if it isn't, I will be very, very surprised. Here we go. First, I'm going to prepare myself with a little bit of pretzel. Now, might be a mistake because of the salt. We'll see. Here we go. I'm going to be regretting things in a moment. This is all for you. All right, here we go. Number 4 on our list of Knob Creeks. Smoked maple. At least it's lower proof. Waffle Crisp. It's Waffle Crisp cereal. If you've never had Waffle Crisp cereal, I think it still exists. It smells good. I mean, it smells like butter and pancake, well, butter and waffles and syrup. Ugh, but the taste I'm worried about. Gonna be a little too much, especially after these 3 I've been having that have no sweetness to them. Knob Creek, you're weird. It's not that sweet. The initial hit is sweet. It's some maple, certainly. If it wasn't, there'd be a problem. It is table syrup. So if you know what table syrup is, it's technically not maple syrup, but it still seems like it seems like it is maple syrup. It isn't, but it is something, a facsimile, if you will. So it may have some maple syrup in it, but it's more sugary syrup, and not all maple syrup. And I know maple syrup pretty well, having lived in New England most of my life. Sorry, all of my life, and having gone to Vermont and having their kind of maple syrup, which is, oh my god, the best. Nice. Bourbon Bounty's going to get samples of Andalusias and Balcones. Oh, jeez. Those are two interesting mixes right there, especially Balcones. Balcones, as some might say. That's not bad. I'm pleasantly surprised by number 4. I was expecting a hit, like, what do I call it? Dessert wine? Dessert wine is too sweet for me. I can't drink some dessert wines. I had a couple of them. I've had a few, handful. And most of them are okay, but some of them it's just a couple sips and no, we're good. I am done with that. No, thank you. I'll try it again, see if I can get any more out of this maple thing. Yes, waffle crisp. How can it smell like that and still not be that sweet? Knob Creek, what the hell? And I say table syrup because it's the same sort of feeling I get from table syrup, where it's, you know, sweet and it works, and you kind of smother the pancakes or waffles in it, but there's something lacking about it. It's not what you want. It's also thinner. The other ones had a little more body to them, only a little. I think number 3 seemed thinner, weirdly enough, than number 1 and number 2. So the 12-year and the 15-year had more body to them. The pick seemed thinner, and then of course the maple stuff was the thinnest of them all. Sober October, nice. That's hardcore. I can't do a whole month. Well, for obvious reasons, I couldn't do a whole month of sobriety. But I do participate in the quarterly challenges of the Whiskey Tribe, so there's a week off every once in a while. I am good with relaxing off the whiskey a little bit after last weekend, because there was one night where I drank a little more than I should have. Felt kind of blech the next day. Not too bad, but unpleasant, especially when I had to go to Bourbon on the Banks that day. It was not fun. Well, it was fun, but you know, the initial morning was just me in bed going, why did I make mistakes? But good on you, Zebu. Take the time when you need it. I would like to reduce my alcohol intake, but I am. I'm not drinking whiskey as often or as frequently, except for weekends. But what I have to do, I want to do, is get more videos done. That requires drinking alcohol, so hey. Nice. Expected to hear a bouncing noise. Oh, Isaias, in for one. Was it Venmo or PayPal? It should tell me. Okay. All right, 1-4. Isaias, you have very good odds at the moment. And it is a decent lineup. Again, if you weren't here earlier, what the hell? But the list of what is in the sample is right here. And that is a Maker's Mark Toasted Marshmallow, which you can only get at their distillery. There you go. I'll show you the staves, the proof, the date, all that good stuff. The one that I believe is catching most people's attention is the fact that I have a Four Roses limited edition right here. Last year's, not this year's, 2021, 57%, or sorry, 57.1% focus. There we go. And again, limited edition, it's right there. 2021. That's the biggie. That's one you're not going to get easily. Then I have a rare breed in there, because rare breed. And then I have a Knob Creek store pick from a local store that I used to frequent a lot until I had too many bottles, and I don't go there as much anymore. I still want to go there to get some Oktoberfest beer, but I don't know if they'll have it. I blame Hot Butter Rolls for that. That one's 60%. The theme of this samples, is the distilleries I went to while I was in Kentucky. So I went to Maker's Mark, I went to Four Roses, I went to Wild Turkey, and I went to Jim Beam. That is why it is this. I would have done maybe a Four Roses small batch select, except I drank it all. Anyway, I punch this in before I forget. ISAIASV. You are in for one entry. Your odds are very good right now, and people only have about 45 minutes to change that. So maybe if we just don't say anything. But again, if you do enter, make sure you @ me in the chat, or do it via the bunny. The what the hell is it called? Mega Chats is what I call it. Mega Chats, PayPal, Venmo. And the link to that should be at the top, pinned at the top of chat, I think. I think it should be. Unfortunately, we have found out the same thing applies to Knob Creek as it did last time I tried Knob Creek. Even with the maple one, that is the most surprising. Where it smells very sweet, and they taste it, and there's a little bit of sweetness, and then it just dissipates. It fades away. I'm going to do back-to-back now. Boom, boom, boom. Even the sweet one. Independent Joe, they all end in Y. I won't tell you to drink responsibly. I'll tell you to take care of yourself. Whether you choose to do that or not is up to you. Good evening, morning, Cool Runnings. Welcome to this. Jesus. Even going through these four, like getting to the last one. The mouthfeel on the last one even is different. It's not better. It's just syrupy. It seems like syrup when you take a sip of it. But again, that weak table syrup. And not the good stuff. Not the true Vermont maple syrup that I love so much. It's the only way to do maple syrup. Don't do it any other way. No. Like, where'd my water go? You threw it over there. Ah, yes. That's right. Right there. Okay, that's better. It's very tingly. I believe, as far as my preference goes at the moment, the 15 year is the one I like the nose on the best. And I think the palate, I'll go through all of them again one more time. Just gotta be sure, you know. Yeah, the nose on the 12 isn't really, you know, it's not like, oh my god. 15 was definitely a surprise. Year. The nose is so promising. I got a very brief chocolate note. But I anticipated. And I went to char. Tongue tingles. A lot of that. This is on the 15. Which is what is so surprising, since the third one, the barrel pick one, is the highest proof, I believe. Yeah, the 9 year is 120 proof. So we got the ages all mixed up, and it might explain why the pick seems thinner than the other two, because there's a little more density to the 12 year and the 15 year. 15 year in particular is nice. I don't know why I have to do that, but I do. This is where all the knobs hang out, yes. We're having a knob-tacular time. Knob Buddy does it better than us. Knob Buddy, nobody, no. That was a stretch. Oof. Oof. Cool Runnings, I hope you're feeling better. I don't know what was going on, but ooh, have some tea or coffee. Whatever else keeps you going. I've been drinking too fast. Which happens. Isaiah, I'm going to tell you this now. I'm looking at the clock and going, I will keep your entry on here, but if there's no one else but you, I might have to do a layover until Sunday, because nothing against you, but there has to be at least 2 entries to cover the hand delivery costs. Hand delivery costs are usually about $10 to $15, depending. So I have to at least break even. If you're alright with that. Again, it's only if one more other person does it, and then it's good odds. 50-50 chance. But I was thinking of doing another one on Sunday anyhow, so this one could just roll over to then. And I would have to start at 6. Yeah, 6 to 8. Because it's Bourbon Night would go on live at 8. And then I know... Who else? Shit. I know their channel name. But there's someone who's also going to do mental health awareness. Big event. Why can't I remember their names? I emailed them earlier. Aha! Stuff and whiskey. Bad with names. Kentucky sourced bourbon. Jeez. Oh, Wilderness Trail. Yes. Aaron and Joss? I don't know. Yes, them. He said, not being sure. Yes, Joss and Aaron. Yes, they were having a big old charity event, or fundraiser, I should say, for Sunday at 9, I think. I wasn't invited. That's not true. I asked if I could be around for it, and they have too much going on already, and I'm cool with that, because I just got back from a trip, and I burnt the fuck out. Ugh! Cool Running. Paint is bad. Don't do it. So, if no one else does enter tonight, I will continue this come Sunday, and that'll be another 2-hour stream, since I was planning to do a giveaway anyhow. And this one was very surprise stream, so and it'll be based on, you know, World Mental Health Day. I don't know what I'll drink. I haven't thought that far ahead yet. I do have a lot of samples I can drink. I could open a bottle. That may become a thing. We were talking about December, as awful as that feels, where I might do a 25 days of drinking, or bottles. 25 bottles in 1 month is the thought process at the moment. Because I have 25 bottles that I haven't opened yet. My only concern is that I want to have the content. So if there's certain bottles that people would be interested in to watch the video of, I want to have those videoized. Uh-oh. Isaias has got a better chance now. What the hell? It's still just Isaias. However, thanks to Mr. Great Shot's generosity, that does mean I can officially say all right to today's giveaway. So Isaiah, you're very lucky. Mr. Great Shot, thank you. I will double verify that, not because I don't believe you, but because I need to see it with my own eyes to make sure. You're slow, you silly thing. Yes, Isaiah, so I got yours. Mr. Great Shot, I got yours. Cool. Why did it... Hold on. Okay, that's that one. That's that one. Cool. Alright, that's 4 entries for Isaiah. I have a pretty good idea of who's going to win. Right now. At the moment. Let me make these go as a ways. Why am I speaking like that? Oh! Oh, you guys are doing this thing again, aren't you? Alright. Cool. Again, I'm happy to do this. If all of you are just super generous to other people who are here, that's pretty awesome. That'll get people to show up. It's like, I could win just by being there. Like, yes, you could. It looks like... Let me double check this. I haven't seen him say anything yet, but I've already seen it. Ugh. Unnamed person who you know who you are. I see your entries. Could you verify, please, to the audience, so they can know how generous you are, you son of a gun. My brother just posted something on Instagram. Or someone did. It's very spooky sites. Oh wait, that is someone else, I think. I'm waiting. So, Isaiah, just for you showing up tonight, you now have 8 entries. Alright, Zenbu, thank you. And this is to the generosity of these madmen, who are very generous with their monies. And it does help, believe me. And I hated to say that. I really did. I hated to say, oh, I guess I'll have to lay this over to Sunday because it's just you. But yeah, there's a balance where I have to make at least 15-ish is the ideal setting for the hand delivery services. Not so much what I have to do. What I have to do is set. I have the samples. I have the label maker. I have the sealant, which I upgraded that, thanks to you guys. I got this weird heat sealing thing, works great. And then the rest is just the packing material, which I've also already paid for. I bought in bulk, because I'm going to be doing this a lot. So tell your friends, because I plan to do a lot more giveaways. And coming up at some point, I'm going to do bottle giveaways. Irene Tan bottle giveaways, I might add. Oh no. Hold on. I'm glad I hit the mute. Thank you. I don't know where that came from. It just came out of nowhere. Ugh. Thankfully, I don't sneeze like Mama KillCo. Let's just say she has a process before she sneezes. Yeah, Zenbu's not into bourbons that much, so. Hang Izzy, tell me if you do. I need very little excuse to go to Irene's place. I'm planning to go up there sometime. Julielle, holy smokes. Hello. Welcome. Haven't seen you in a bit. I'm glad you're around still. I heard there was a hurricane down there, and I did see a blip. Someone told me that you guys were okay. You and Cheech, I was going like, oh my god, are they okay? Thankfully you are. Ugh. It's terrifying. Welcome to this mess. Take my money. Exactly. That's the plan, Mr. Great Shot. I am the vessel where the bottles can flow from. And I will say politely, if you would like to get an Irene Tan bottle, you can let her know directly, pay for it through that, and then if you'd like to discuss with me how I can get it hand delivered to you, that is an option on the table. It's a little more complicated. Usually all I'd ask for is, well, it'd have to be a little more than just cost of shipping. It would have to be, little financial incentive for me driving all the way over there, which isn't far. Again, 2-hour drive there and back. You get what I mean? You can get it. You just have to, let me know. Leave a hefty tip, basically. Oh, Julio, you have a life. It's fine. I haven't been streaming as much anyway. I just got back from Kentucky. As I said to people earlier, if you'd like to enter a raffle, there's one going on. Like, you guys need more whiskey. But I managed to get a Knob Creek single barrel. Knob Creek? Wow. I'm still thinking about Knob Creek. I got an Elijah Craig barrel proof that I filled myself. I got a Maker's Mark, their candied apple, which you can get at the distillery. I got a Baker's, which I don't see Baker's around here at all, from the Jim Beam Distillery. I got the Maker's Mark, the new release, BRT 01. Had to restrain myself from buying the second one at the same time. And then I got this very special dealie, a Four Roses Private Select, which I've never had a Four Roses Private Select other than a sample once last year when I was hanging out with Chad and Sarah from It's Bourbonite. I got that fancy pour at the restaurant we were at. However, although Isaias right now has a very big lead in this, you can still enter $5 per entry to get these samples, which is the Maker's Mark Toasted Marshmallow, another one that's Maker's Mark Distillery only, Knob Creek Single Barrel, picked by a local store that I used to frequent a lot more than I do now. Four Roses LE 2021, the limited edition. You get to try that. Again, it's going to be gone when it's gone. I got about half the bottle left. I'll do a sample of it again, obviously. And Wild Turkey Rare Breed, because the theme of this sampler is distilleries I visited in Kentucky. And I don't have another Four Roses. That was the big, like, oh well. Could learn so much from Irene. Yes, it could. Everyone should get Irene's bottles. I have some. Like, I have a stockpile right now of bottles that I want to do for giveaways. One of them is the 3-chord. This one. So the Butterscotch Sundae that I adore so much. That one can go in the bottle thing. Ugh. And then, ow. There's a Jefferson's pick that she did, which is over there somewhere, but I don't want to go looking for it. And do I have another one? I don't think it was so. I think that was it. Maybe? Zen Booty donated this old elk, but I can't remember if it was for me to do a video of or for me to do as a raffle. Either one works, although I haven't tried it officially. But either way, I have too much whiskey. So we have many bottles that are going to be giveaways, and Irene has been generous enough to donate her own bottles to some righteous causes, or which some not righteous causes. Raffle away. All right, I'll think about it. I have to buy my own. Wilderness Trails are pretty good. They actually were the bottle for the Bourbon on the Banks. So you could purchase a Wilderness Trail Bourbon on the Banks bottle if you were at the event or before you went to the event. I wasn't really sure what it was. Yeah, I didn't buy one. I had other bottles in mind, unfortunately. Actually, I didn't have many bottles in mind. I just had them. I felt like I was going to see stuff at distilleries, and I did. The Four Roses was one of them. Thank you, Cool Running. If you want, there's a link down below. It is officially called Lo-Fi Girl. It's pretty popular. It has gotten me flagged once or twice just because of something, I don't know. But the idea is it's supposed to be just background chill beats. They have their own YouTube channel as well, so if you want to check that out as well, go ahead. I'm listening to it through Spotify, which might be why I get flagged every once in a while, because I don't know when they update their list. With that, since we're at the 8:30 mark, I will say that the 15 years that stand out for me, I do seem to enjoy it the most as far as the nose goes, and the palate is okay. Oh, but the freaking nose, wow. My goodness. There is some sweetness, but it's really quick. Like, it's at the start. And then it gets that leathery-ish note. Not quite tobacco. What does it make me think of? I'm getting a mix of images here. I can't quite decipher them. Cowboy boots, which again is leather. Or cowboy hats. Very cowboy-y for some reason. Tobacco and leather. Saddle leather. Again, nothing bad. Just, when I think of bourbon, I'm not thinking of this kind of thing. I'm thinking of a sweeter bourbon. However, I would like to pair this up against the Bakers someday, because when I had the Bakers, I was impressed. I was very happy about it. Because it was a Jim Beam product, which I liked. Whereas most of the other Jim Beam stuff I had was not, it didn't, like, other than the Booker's. Booker's is another one where it was like, oh yeah, give me that. But these ones, for some reason, the Bakers and the Booker's, are the only two I can think of that I genuinely liked. How did I have that? Ugh. Man, I got wheelings and dealings in chat. I'm okay with that. I'm still trying to think of what other Irene Tan bottles I have. There's Jefferson's and there's the 3-quart. I feel like there was another one. Just don't remember what it is. Fudge. Winding down this sample giveaway, raffle giveaway, we still have, I'm going to shut it down about 5 minutes before the end of the stream. I could show you the raffle, but considering what the odds are right now, I think we know who wins. Thus far, unless someone surprises me. Because the odds are pretty good for them at the moment. Okay. Nothing new yet. We did get subscribers tonight, though. That was kind of fun. Again, I don't usually see Stitch pop up in the corner and go, hi, like that. So that still surprises me. I swear there was another one I did. And it wasn't for Patreon. I know there's one that will pop up for Patreon, but I think I had another one. And I don't remember. Because people don't join Patreon that often. By the way, I have a Patreon. $5 a month will help you out. And I always forget to say this, but if you are a Patreon of mine, and you stay a Patreon of mine, you have to be one for a while. You can't just pop in before this happens. It's like the first week before you can't join and win. But there is the option quarterly. Whenever there's a Whiskey Tribe dry week, I will do a dry week. And then after that, I will do a sample giveaway to patrons. Granted, the higher tier that you're at, the more likely you are to get the samples because you get more entries. I think it's the highest you can go is 3 entries, and it's like 3, 2, and 1. But if you stay a Patreon long enough, you get a chance to just get whiskey just because of that. I think that's a pretty good deal. So if you're interested in being a part of that, I don't know when the next dry week is, but it'll probably be in November, I think. I know they did one what feels like not long ago, but that could have been 2 months ago for all I know. And I'm starting to chill. The music, vibing. Oh, where did I put it? Oh, I thought I took the cap off one of these. I did not. So there you have it, folks. As far as Knob Creek goes, I want to do a stream with Whiskey Mountain someday where she sends me a bunch of Knob Creek stuff that she might think I like. And I can check these two off, at least the 15-year and the 12-year. Because although the 15-year is good, it's still not my thing. I need a Knob Creek with a little more sweetness to it, and I haven't bumped into it, unless you want to count the maple one, and even that doesn't quite do it, strangely enough. It does make me feel a little sick, though. It's as if you drank actual syrup. That would not make you feel very good. And this single barrel pick isn't bad either. But the nose is lacking. And it's weird that it's a higher proof. Because it doesn't smell like it. Yeah, same deal. Dry, tongue tinkles, a hint of sweetness, a little vanilla, peppery, leathery. Blah. Tyrconnell. Ugh. I forget what Tyrconnell is. Fresh my memory. I feel like I have one. Is that an Irish whiskey? Am I imagining that? I think of something else. Because I have a couple Irish whiskeys I don't particularly like. The Joys of Spring, where I get a bunch of Irish whiskey and cross my fingers. Although, I did, the one thing that is good about, it is, okay, good. Thank you, John McKellen. The one good thing about St. Patrick's Day is I always get myself a fancy Irish whiskey. And by fancy, I mean expensive. And the Jameson 18-year that I got this year, was very good. Although I did find out it had some coloring in it, which made me sad in my soul. So there's that. Mustache? You guys need to behave yourself. Stop leaning forward. You're pissing me off. I'm just going to tape it to my mouth. Just like, there. Very annoying. I don't think I like the Tyrconnell sherry finished. Quality or quantity? No. I want both. I want quality and I want quantity. Redbreast 12 can be considered that. I can get Redbreast 12 whenever I want, and it is delicious. But it's still expensive. It's $50 at least from my area. There's a couple like that. Green Spot's pretty good, although I think it's a little thin. You can at a cost, yes. I would say I had this is something that I had happen with my friend Greg, is that he liked a sample I sent him, and it was a Redbreast PX finished. So it was the expensive Redbreast bottle I had, and I was told him, like, you're not going to find that easily. And even with the Redbreast 12, which I said as a stand-in for that, still could be $50 or more. And if you're new to whiskey still, you're not looking to buy $50 bottles yet. So we're still working on that. Health and wealth, yeah. I would like both. I would like good health, and I'd like to be wealthy for a little while, like a week. Long enough to pay off my debts. My debts aren't that bad. Pay off my debts, maybe get a new vehicle. Nothing wrong with my old vehicle yet, but if you're a patron of mine, you saw that the bill to fix it up recently was $1,000-ish. Yay. Mr. Great Shot, they are both spectacular choices, but they do run a little high on the cost. Just because they're imports nowadays, and shipping and handling is a big thing. It's a problem. All right, this is your 10-minute warning. In 10 more minutes, the giveaway will end. I have a feeling I know who might win right now. I'm not saying anyone should change that. Just saying more entries could be put in. I would feel a little bad if that other, like, one person entered one time, and it's like, oh, they win. Like, oh, man. The generosity of everyone here just failed. That's no cool. The hell. 10 minutes, and then we'll do the raffle. I will show you the raffle thing, even if it doesn't change from what it is now. Just so you know. I'm not going to go through the whole process, if it stays the way it is, though, because that will be obvious when I show you. All right. With that said, I'm about to do something I'm going to regret. Wilderness Trail Rye is actually really good. think. I always get confused as to what I have that's rye. I believe I have a Wilderness Trail rye. I have a Wilderness Trail bottled in bond. I'm thinking Pikesville. Pikesville rye is pretty good as well. But those are ryes that don't seem very rye-like to me. When I've had stuff like Midwinter's Night's Dram, which it's doing its rounds right now, I believe, and Alberta Premium, is that the one? 66% Canadian rye. Whoa! That is a rye. That is a I will punch you in your face rye. Do it, Mr. Great Shot. Wait, are they going on? I think I had heard someone say he wasn't feeling well. Unless I'm blanking out and having a stroke, which is possible. But I don't remember. Someone update me because I've forgotten. It was 2 hours ago. Well, an hour and 45 minutes, but that's another point. I saw something about Whiskey Wars, but I don't remember what. Ugh, my dog. And the reason I'm doing it this long is because Trev, or it's the Bourbon Wrench, was not around tonight because of internet issues. Jim earlier. Jim said they're not going to be live. Because that's the problem. I'm not going for 3 hours. I can tell you that right now. It's tempting, but I'm not going to last. I started this stream feeling fairly tired, and I took some caffeine into my system. So I'm doing all right, but I had that heavy eye feeling like right around here. He's having a tasting with Tipsy Whiskey? What? Lies. Someone lied to me. How dare you? Either way. Whoa! What was that? Oh, Eva Williams is in for one. 666. Devil. Well, I have to do the whole process now. And I get the feeling that if he wins, he would give it to oh God, wait, names. Hold on. My brain is not working now. I'm not going to say will. I don't know that. But Isaiah might get it either way. We'll see. E. Williams, thank you. You're evil. As always. In the best way. So there you go. One entry for Eva Williams. 6.66. That's hilarious. And I will try to Halloween up this place a little. Maybe. I don't do holidays very well. But I do like Nightmare Before Christmas, so I could do that. But people tend to lean on that more as a Christmas movie than a Halloween movie. Oh, they do? What the flick? How are you getting stuff over there that I've never seen? Unfair. I mean, how dare you? I'm going to finish this stream off with the Knob Creek 15 year, because again, the nose is so good. It makes me think of a Booker's. The nose is making me think of the Lumberyard Booker's I had at the Jim Beam, not distillery, but I had it at the bar. I had this, and I think it's called Legend. Legend? I keep saying it wrong. Legend? Hold on. Legend. Legent. And that is their finished bourbon. I don't remember what it was finished in. It was some kind of sherry cask, maybe? Hold on. Oh, fuck off. Pardon my language. I just get really irritated by, are you illegally able to drink? Yes. Why do you forget? A landscape-changing bourbon. It takes what you expect from a straight bourbon, expands it, and opens it to a world of new ideas and possibilities. My God, you just finished the whiskey. Come on. Lots of places have been doing that for a long time. A bourbon unlike any other. Skeptical. Let's see here. Tell me the finishing part. Starts with a historic. Ooh. Aged in sherry and red wine casks. So that's what the legend is. Which I found interesting. I did enjoy it. Wasn't my favorite, but it was interesting. And it was the one I planned on buying until I saw this Baker's on the shelf. And then I stole it from a person. Ooh, Julia. We spent the evening driving the grandkids around looking at Halloween lights. I don't get decorating that much for one night. I'll do Xmas. That's like 6 weeks, so worth the effort. Yeah. I like Halloween just because it's Halloween, and for me, Halloween is all of October. Because if I have to deal with the pumpkin spice thing all the time, I'm going to have some pumpkin, I'm going to have some orange stuff, but I don't decorate much either. I don't even think I have any decorations at all. I'm a single 42-year-old who lives by himself. I do not decorate. Really. But I might put something behind me. I don't know what yet. Maybe a skeleton. If I can get some if I can get some Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, that might be fun, but I already have Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, so you'll see that come December. Yeah. I could sip on this 15-year. No problem. Especially the nose. I don't know what it is. But the nose on this is that of a Booker's to me, and a good Booker's. While the 12-year and the single barrel pick just are a bit lackluster on the nose and the palate. I still can't figure out what that weird note in the middle of the 12-year is. Stay hydrated, people, by the way. I have had a fair amount of water, but I can feel the alcohol creeping in right about here. It always hits the front of my brain where all the brain stuff is. The logic? Coordination? I don't know. I don't know brain stuff. I'm not a brain scientist. Brain scientist. I'm funny. Brainologist. Nope. Single barrel isn't great either. For my tastes. I'm sure someone liked it because they did a little barrel pick. But still dry. Still leathery. Still not what I'm looking for. Alright, 2 minutes and the raffle's over. I'm going to proceed to that screen by doing this. Hey, look! Isaiah is in the lead. What a shock. 2 more minutes. I'll wait. The hell? Okay. Some weirdness on my windows there. Where it's telling me how chilly it's going to be. It's like, great. We're at that point now. It's 63 degrees Fahrenheit right now. It's starting to get chilly. This is fine. Yes, Isaiah says very good chance right now. Because people are crazy generous, and I love that. I love that. If people come here and just donate their raffle tickets to other people, I think that's awesome. It'll certainly get more people to show up. They'll be like, what? I might win just because? Yes. Yeah, I hope the younglings are doing well. Julie L. Alright, and as I've said before, I'm not on Facebook very often, so if stuff gets posted there, I won't really see it at all. I might see it later, maybe. Alright, 1 minute. Less than 1 minute, probably. There's also a little fly bug thing in here. Not a fly, but a gnat? I don't know what it is. But I had the window open for a little while today, and as usual, regret. Because they're attracted to the light. It's just one of them, but still. Ugh. Annoyed with that. Oh, my eyeballs. But at least with this sample flight thing I got, I know it's just that I don't like Knob Creek on the palate. Again, this 50-year on the nose is astounding. But touch of vanilla sweetness at the start. Starts to go dry, leathery. Tinge of brown sugar. So I think the longer it's in the glass, it starts to sweeten up a little. But the initial taste, of course, is just not my thing. And even then, it just kind of finishes. Oh! Over! You can't see the screen thing anymore, but still. I'll have to turn that off. Here we go. I have to make this official. So here we go. Evil Williams might be evil tonight. We'll see. We randomized 7 times here. 7 is the number, and 7 it shall be. 7 and no more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was 7. You saw it. What are we numbers? 9. Hey Google, pick a random number between 1 and 9.
Three.
What a surprise. Here we have it. 3. Isaiah wins. Thankfully. I wasn't that worried, but part of me was going, oh my gosh, if Evil Williams wins, he's going to be super evil. So there we go. Isaiah wins. Thanks to all your generosity. He was like, I'm putting in 1. Then, love it. Blah. Turn off this. Turn off that. No more sample. We're done there. Hey, you won! Surprise! Again, I had to do it. There was one other entry. Got to be fair about this. There was a chance. So congratulations, Isaiah. Please email me, KillCo77 at hotmail.com, so we can get in touch, exchange information about where this is going to be going by hand delivery. I will try to get it out next week. It has already poured, so that's most of it right there. And again, they are blind because one, it says, God damn it, it says D on it. But they are blind, so if you want to drink the blind and not know what they are, that's an option. But more importantly, it saves me tape. So I don't put in the whole name, but I will email you the key once I know it's arrived there. It's complicated, I know, but you won, so you're gonna have to deal with it. So please email me, KillCo77. That is the numbers, the letter 7. Wow, the number 7 twice. KillCo, KILLCO 77 at hotmail.com. Let me know your info so I can send it your way. I will attempt to get it out next week. I just don't do it on the weekends because I don't go out on the weekends if I can avoid it. Yay. With that, again, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for participating in the raffle. That is always the scary part for me, especially when I haven't done it well in advance. I'm going to try to get it set up for Sunday, that there will be a giveaway, and I will be talking more about mental health on that stream, so just brace yourself for that, because Monday is Mental Health Awareness Day, World Mental Health Awareness Day, I believe. And it's important to talk about, because if we don't talk about it, it's still going to be one of those topics that people just aren't comfortable talking about. When everyone has mental health issues, you have kinds like mine, which are a little bit extreme and hard to deal with, and then you have the day-to-day stuff that people just ignore because they think that's just part of life. Work stress, family stress, world stress. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of things that can contribute to difficulties in your mental well-being, and it's important to take time for yourself, and especially take time to talk about it with other people, because that is how it is dealt with in a positive way. But I will say, don't listen to me. Seek professional help if it gets bad. If it's a thing where it's real bad, I absolutely say seek professional help, because they will take you in the right direction and even maybe get you medicated if you need it. I did. I got proof right here. 3 times a day, folks. Yay. Woo. In fact, I get to take my next one in about an hour, give or take. But with that, it's now 9 p.m. my time. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for participating in the raffle. Thank you for joining me on Patreon. Thank you for ordering my merch. How many thank yous can I get in? Thank you for joining me for Pizzamas. Thank you for helping my friend out with her puppy and her veterinary bills. I think that's everything. I feel like I've forgotten something now. But with that, as always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. You guys are pretty awesome. And I thank you, Cool Running. And I will see you. Where's the button? Where's the button? This is it. And I will see you out there. Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.